Wait, alright, so what all did we do? I didn't actually like document any of the troubleshooting that we were doing. So we had a boost leak, the blow-off valve line popped off, it had some spongy line on it and didn't have anything wrapped around it, not even like a zip tie or anything. And then, what was the other?
The wastegate solenoid, or the boost solenoid is not working.
Boost control solenoid is not working, so we put a manual boost controller on it. We put it on the bottom line only, and then we just bled all of it away, and it only did like 14 pounds.
Spent 3 hours fixing knock logic.
Yeah, that was the other thing. So the knock sensor on this thing is wigging out. Not even to the point where it's worth like recalibrating or anything like that. It's just showing knock all the time. So it's lowering the target lambda, which is making it go really rich. And then it was also pulling a bunch of time at like 8 degrees immediately. So normally we would mess with that. We would just like change the noise floor. But since it was messing up so much, we just decided to disable it altogether. And then that cleared up all the airflow and time and shit. Now, since we wanted more boost than 14 pounds, we rigged the manual boost controller to feed more or less pressure to the top with nothing to the bottom of the gate. So
Wastegate's still open, so.
Yeah, I mean, it's a rig, it works. Like, technically it works. Like, I mean, the wastegate's just working off of the spring pressure and then the ratio between how much pressure is to the top and the bottom. So right now we're just giving it no assist from the bottom. We're sending a certain amount of pressure to the top to help the gate spring stay closed. Okay, so it made 602, and that was oh damn, it was like right at 20 pounds. It was like 19, it tapped 20 for a brief moment. It was like 18 to 19 pounds. So, and it feels perfect. It feels good, exactly where we want it at this. It's pump gas, so we're keeping it pretty fat. So now all we have to do is go up in time. So right now it's really low. It's like 13 degrees or something. So we're going to give it a couple of degrees, making no other changes so that we know that it's the timing that's actually making the horsepower increase or decrease. A little dinner break first. So we're taking a dinner break first. So it's common for cars to be quote unquote dyno ready. And then we get them to the dyno, and they have like shit tons of problems. So what we started doing is having the customers just.
Wrong. TPS is wrong. The
You want to give them?
we had this cooling fan.
Yeah. Bigger fan, TPS troubleshooting,
I didn't have one.
fuel leaks,
That's what he found.
a burnt up factory pump.
No, it was an air.
That was scary. Oh, okay. Air motive pump in the factory location decided to be charred. I don't know how we survived that one. So, dyno ready, and it still had a bunch of things to fix, and that's how it commonly happens. So, a lot of times now we've been having customers bring their cars by and just give it a once over, basically, so that we don't waste a bunch of time on the dyno. Because we'd rather waste a bunch of time eating Wendy's instead of like troubleshooting while we're on the dyno. No shit, it's real dark. Who's got a flashlight?
I got a flashlight.
I don't want that. Oh, you can't even tell what it is. That's right.
You want me to go get a flashlight?
Nah, it's fine.
It's got everything but the axles.
Yep, almost ready.
Want more?
right, so we popped an intercooler pipe on that one. So that's why like we only went up part of the way and then you heard a little pop and we had to let out. So they're fixing it. And we'll give it another try. Hopefully it runs the same boost because that's going to give us our comparison with timing. We didn't get to actually see. It did pick up a couple of horsepower in the mid-range with that timing, but would have really liked to see the next couple thousand RPMs to be able to tell whether it was actually going to want the timing. So hopefully we put this pipe back on. It runs the same boost and we get a good comparison. So when the boost pipe popped off, the intake air temp sensor was right there, and so it rammed it into a piece of metal, so it's broken now. So we're just gonna have to do it without it the rest of the way. It wasn't really taking much, there wasn't a whole lot of compensation in the table. So it shouldn't matter too much. We'll zero out the compensation table for the intake air temp and go on without it. So we did another pull. Now that we're actually making like a decent amount of power, the motor mounts aren't solid, and so the motor's starting to rock, and it's pulling the coupler away from that pipe. And that pipe can't move any further up, and so when the motor starts going this way, it's pulling the coupler off. So it's not really boost related as much as it is mechanical related. So he's just gonna have to do some different intercooler piping setup so that we can run that amount of boost. For now, I think we're just gonna turn it back down to gate. It made like, or not gate, like 14 pounds. I think it made like 550 or something like that on 14, so should be able to have some fun with that, and we'll turn it up in a later video.